1, 2. And welcome back to 23 ABC News at 5. We're joined by Congressman Kevin McCarthy tonight. Congressman, thanks for coming in. I want to begin tonight. There is new developments in North Korea. Just moments ago, China announcing that they've moved strategic forces to the border. What's going on there, and are we in this country at a position where we could become in conflict with North Korea at some point?
Well, at any time we could with North Korea, because of the leader in North Korea is not a stable individual. But it's a good sign that China has moved people to the border. We need China to put pressure on North Korea. The other item that President Trump has gotten China to do is stop buying coal from North Korea. They sent that coal back. Russia has now put some military people along the border as well because they don't want refugees going. I think pressure mounting on the leader of North Korea is a positive to show him that the rest of the world is lining up against what he's been doing with his weaponry.
And obviously there was an issue in Syria. We strategic forces, that bombing there, the Tomahawk missiles. Do you think the president should have gone to Congress for approval on that? And what are your thoughts on that action?
No, with that action, I believe the president already has approval for that. And I got to thank the military. No other military in the world could carry out such a precise mission. 59 Tomahawks, all landing within 1 minute, precision on what they hit and what they carried out. I said that set a very clear message about the chemical weapons that are being used. And think about it. The only people who complained about it was North Korea, Iran, and Putin. Everybody else around the world actually celebrated the action and showing America back on the stage and actually leading in the moral issues of where we should.
Yeah, and obviously the situation in Afghanistan, we're learning that mother of all bombs, as it's being called, was actually tested here in Kern County, kind of an interesting Naval Weapons,
China Lake Naval Weapons Center.
Lake Naval Weapons Center, yeah. So,
yes.
Obviously, do you feel like this country is fatigued of war? Do you feel like, given all that we've been through with Afghanistan and Iraq, do you think we're ready to become more entangled in foreign policy issues and in potential conflicts overseas?
We can never untangle ourselves from foreign policy because it's important for America to lead. But what you're seeing happening is actually getting out of the ability of war. When you develop the weaponry that we did, the mother of all bombs, that was to take away the tunnels. And what you found is what was going on in Afghanistan. The president didn't say use this weaponry. He told his generals, the men and women, to carry out and make sure it happens and get rid of the war as fast as possible. So you had a growth of ISIS right along the Pakistan border. Right. They were inside tunnels. This sent a new message and could actually make it safer and make sure that we get out of this conflict faster than we could before.
I want to bring it back here to Kern County, and obviously you've probably been following this in the news. There's significant news about valley fever. Numbers out by the Kern County Health Department this week showing that nearly 2,000 people last year have been infected. That's a 62% increase, the highest number of cases since 2012. Is there anything that can be done at the federal level? You were involved in 2013 with the symposium here in Kern County, but are we doing enough, and is there anything you can do to bring more attention to this issue?
Well, we could always do more. What I did when I went to Congress, I created a Valley Fever Caucus. We went out and we were able to redesignate to actually be able to get funding. I brought the director of NIH and CDC actually here to Bakersfield, and that's why we were able to get $5 million, where we're doing a clinical trial right now on how to treat valley fever. This has never been done before. It's getting the attention that we finally need to do, but there is always more that we have to do. And remember, going through the drought and now coming back in the rainy year, we knew this would be a bad year. That's why I'm excited about having the trial to go through. This is probably one of the best years to do it, to get the information that we need on best how to treat someone.
And Congressman, while we have you here, final question, just about 30 seconds. Any plans to hold a town hall to meet with constituents, to talk to voters?
Yes.
You've been here, I think, 2 weeks on the recess. Is there any plans in the future we could?
Oh yeah, I meet every single day, the different meetings. I've done more than 3 telephone town halls. It actually has more people in it. We're going to schedule. We do different forms of town halls all the time, and we'll have them in person as well.
Congressman Kevin McCarthy, House Majority Leader, thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.